This list might be a little ambitious for one season, but I'm just really excited. As you can see, there are so many books that I'm excited to read this spring. I love living and reading seasonally. Obviously, I'm not big into rigidity, so read whatever you want. I read whatever I want, but all of these do have springtime feels to them. Hopefully you can get some inspiration for your spring TBR as well. So no dilly-dallying today, let's get into it. No place to put my coffee. First up, Project Hail Mary. I am currently reading this and I am eating it up. How is a super science heavy book this good? I don't understand. I've laughed, I've cried, I've learned some things along the way. It has everything. Science, obviously, but also really powerful commentary on relationships, history, how we connect to one another. I cannot wait to see the movie. Ryan Gosling is perfectly cast for this. I honestly don't know who they could have gotten if not him. Also, this is my husband's book, and he said that I can't take the sticker off. And so obviously I'm respecting that. It's his book, but why? It's bugging me so much. You have no idea how much I just want to peel it off. So let me know in the comments, are you a sticker keeper honor or a sticker taker offer? Because I am a sticker taker offer through and through. It's been bugging me. Next, The Other Bennett Sister. This has been on my radar for years now, but BBC just came out with a limited series on this book, and I am dying to watch it. Obviously, I'm waiting to watch it until I can read the book first, but my YouTube algorithm knows that I want to watch it, and it keeps showing me little shorts of the series because it's like, hey, don't you want to watch this? And I'm like, yes, I want to watch it. But if I keep watching all these shorts, because I have been watching all the shorts, it's going to spoil it for me. So I am trying to have self-control and not click on the shorts anymore on YouTube, but consider me influenced. I am dying to watch it and therefore read it. It is a Pride and Prejudice retelling, but from Mary Bennett's perspective. She's the quiet sister, and it takes place before, during, and after the events of Pride and Prejudice. And let me just say, I will consume any Pride and Prejudice content, retelling, adaptation, because it is one of my all-time favorite books. Side note, they are coming out with a new Pride and Prejudice adaptation at the end of the year, and I am equal parts concerned and excited. I can't think of a better word than excited. And excited. The Book of Delights. This is a nonfiction book where the author decided to write an entry or an essay every day for a year about life's small joys and delights. It just feels spring-coated. Reset my mind, romanticize my life, and notice the beauty. The more you notice something, the more you notice something, you know? And then for book club this month, we are reading Maybe in Another Life. It follows a woman in two different timelines of her life based on a decision that she made one night. So one timeline is if the decision was yes, and the other timeline is if the decision was no. I have liked the other Taylor Jenkins Reid's books that I've read so far, so I am intrigued to see how she tackles this concept. Okay, romance books that I can't wait to get my hands on. But first, story time. I have been reading Throne of Glass for the very first time. I have so much content on it, y'all don't even know, but I've been hoarding it, waiting to post it until I'm completely done with it because I'm so afraid of spoilers. Anyway, I took a little break from reading Throne of Glass in order to read Project Hail Mary before the movie comes out and to read my book club book before our next meeting, because I know once I start up again on Throne of Glass, I will not be able to take a break. I've read the first 3 books. I did Assassin's Blade 3rd, which I have thoughts on. I'm not sure if I liked that. It also kind of provided a nice stopping point that I could just kind of put it down, but I know that once I start up again, I will not be able to put it down. So I'm thinking once I finish Throne of Glass, I might just binge all of these romance books back to back to back to get out of the inevitable reading slump that I know is coming, which could actually make a very fun reading vlog. Let me know if that's something you'd want to see. Now to the list. Just Friends by Haley Pham, YouTube's own. I've been seeing this all over the internet. I have loved Haley Pham's content for years now, so I feel personally proud of her. She's a New York Times best-selling author now. I love to see it. Love to see it. From what I know, this is a second chance romance with a dose of literary fiction and a dose of romance, which I love. So high hopes. And now back to you by BK Borison. If you've seen any of my past videos, you know that I discovered BK Borison for myself last year with the first standalone romance in this book, First Time Caller, which I loved. So I'm really excited to pick up the second one. I've heard some people say that they like it better than the first one, so consider my expectations sky high. So far, I've read 2 BK Borison books. I read this one and then her Christmas book that came out in December. One was a hit and the other was meh. It was like not good, not bad. So this will be the tiebreaker for me so far on her books. How to Write a Love Story by Catherine Walsh. She is another new favorite romance author that I just discovered. I read her 2 Christmas romances and I loved them. I do not love Christmas romances, so the fact that I loved them so much, I think really says a lot about her craft. So when I saw that she was coming out with her first non-Christmas romance book, I was like, sign me up. Say less. I don't even know what it's about, to be honest. Haven't even read the synopsis. I was just like, oh, she wrote a non-Christmas romance book. Add it to TBR. In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. This is the final installment in a 4-part series of standalone romances that follows 4 siblings. I absolutely loved the first 2. I liked the 3rd one well enough, and now I'm curious to see how I like the 4th. The Rose Bargain. All I know is that it's popular, it's YA, and the cover is beautiful. YA is really hit or miss for me these days. I'm constantly thinking, am I too old for this? But then I also think about how my daughter will read things like this one day, and I like scouting the terrain. Being a mom makes for a very strange reading experience sometimes. How to Lose a Lord in 10 Days by Sophie Irwin. Y'all, the saga of this. I have loved Sophie Irwin's other lighthearted Regency romances. She has become an instant buy author for me. So, this came out in August and I was like, heck yes, I'm gonna read that. Could not get it anywhere. Not at the library. The library wouldn't even order it. Sometimes they do that. It wasn't available on audiobook. I couldn't even buy it. Not at a bookstore, not on Amazon. I was like, what the heck? Take my money. I just want to buy this book. But then a few weeks ago, I checked again, which is how much later? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months later, and it's available and it's on Kindle Unlimited. I am so ready. This has been a long time coming. Better be good. And lastly, we have spring classics. I made a bookish goal at the beginning of the year to read 1 classic each season, so I have a few options today. Here are all the books that I'm considering reading as my spring classic. I really want to read multiple of these, but I'm going to give myself a very realistic goal and just pick one. I haven't read any of these and will quite literally be choosing based on perceived vibes. So these are the vibes that I've gathered, and let me know if I'm wrong, because that's a definite possibility. Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. It's giving pastoral living with green rolling hills, girl power in the Victorian era, and a real messy love life. Like 3 men going after the same woman. Drama! The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. I don't know, it just feels like sitting by a river in spring with a soft breeze and nowhere to be. Like, listen to the back of this book. We'll see if tea and buns will make the world a better place. Cute. It almost is giving Frog and Toad, but a novel, and I love Frog and Toad. The Secret Garden. I am honestly unsure about this one because I have not liked either of the movie adaptations that I've seen, but I feel like it's something that I would love. So it's on the list because I feel like I'm supposed to love it, but I'm kind of doubtful. So if you love The Secret Garden, please pitch it to me in the comments because your girl needs convincing. Ooh, I kind of match. Is this a sign? Oh my gosh. Well, I kind of match. No, I'm not so sure. It's giving similar colors, not the same palette. You know what I'm saying? Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I mean, it's Jane Austen. So it's bound to be full of longing looks, suppressed feelings. And this one has sisterhood. Fun. The Enchanted April. I don't really know a ton about this, but women escaping their lives and looking for some trouble abroad are my kind of women. And that's really all I needed to know. Plus it has April in the name. Sounds pretty springtime. Thinking about it right now, I think I am between Far from the Madding Crowd and Sense and Sensibility, which I do acknowledge are very different vibes. I'm leaning towards Sense and Sensibility because Jane Austen is one of my all-time favorite authors, and I do want to read all of her books. So far, I've read Pride and Prejudice multiple times. I think I've read it 3 or 4 times now. And also Emma and Persuasion. So I think it's time to add one to the list, you know? And then watch the movie. Emma Thompson wrote the screenplay and starred in it. What a woman. So there you have it. All the books on my spring TBR. A little ambitious, I'll admit. We'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments what's on your spring TBR. I mean, not that I need more ideas, but I still like to know. I like to keep my finger on the pulse, you know what I'm saying? And let me know if you would like to see that video of me reading all romance books to get me out of my inevitable Throne of Glass reading slump. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having the most wonderful spring full of fresh air and delightful books. I'll see you around. Cheers.